Hello everyone. So we are back working on our Ignition Memory Tags project, Fun with Memory Tags. This is Eddie, and I am going to walk you through the next step. So we have created our views, we've created our tags, we have our database. So there are kind of two steps we can take in either order. The first is we can start building the actual pages themselves. And the second is we can start to think about how are we going to navigate through these pages. So I'm going to actually start with the navigation one. I'm going to kind of do a little bit of both, but I'm going to do it sort of on a whim. Just start with navigation to think through how that's going to look. So what I'm going to do is I want to click on the home view, and it says drag a component into the container. The other thing that I like to do is I hold control and hit the mouse wheel so we can sort of see the whole container. I happen to be working with a very tiny laptop. I don't know why it's so small. I do, it's because I'm cheap and it's a pretty good laptop. It just has a small screen. And I'm going to look for label. So I zoomed out a little bit. I came over to this perspective components and looked for label. If you don't see this on the side, under, I think it's view panels, you can just select, if it'll let me show you, perspective components. And you can also see these other things that we are able to see. So if I type in label, I can drag it in. I can make it big, and I can double click on it, and I can type in all caps, home. And if I want to, I can change the text style. But for the time being, I'm going to leave it alone. So I'm just going to say home there. I'm going to go to the data page. I'm going to drag in the same label. And I just picked this at random, so don't worry about it. And I'm going to type in data. So I'm going to hit save, and it will update all of this, create these views. And if I go back into here, we can now see it says home. And if I come here and do /data, we pull up a page called data. We can see those things we created. So that is pretty cool that we can change that by editing our browser, but most people aren't going to know how to do that or think about doing that unless they really know that it exists. Which can be kind of fun if you want to like hide a secret page no one knows about, but you want most people to know about most pages. So we want to be able to navigate between them. So I'm going to go back to my home page. I'm going to go to perspective components, and I'm going to type in button. And I'm going to drag this button in. I'm going to make it a little bigger. I'm going to double click on the text, and I'm going to type in to data. And then I'm going to come over here and click on the data page. And I'm going to type in button. And I'm going to drag it in and make it bigger. And double click on it. And say to home. So I'm going to hit Control S. And I'm going to go back to my browser. And I can see I can now click this cool button, but it's not taking me home. And if I delete data and hit enter, I can see in the home page I can go to data, but it's not taking me anywhere. And this is the first lesson, is we need to understand how to make buttons do things. So what I'm going to do is, in either of these, I'm going to right click on the button and I'm going to go down to configure events, and I'm going to say look for mouse events and hit on click and hit the plus sign and go to navigation and select type. It's going to be a page navigation, so it could also be a view navigation. They are different. The page is going to, if we do a page navigation, it's going to change the URL. The view navigation will not change the URL. It's a fun thing to play with. And we want it to go to the data page, and we want it to be enabled, and we'll just hit OK. And actually, I did that wrong because I'm in the data page here, so I failed. Wait, no, maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm just confused. Yeah, I'm confused. Again, these videos you're getting, they're not edited. They are raw, unfiltered, and hopefully you're getting some entertainment value out of them. So, from the home page, right click, configure events, mouse events, on click, navigation. When we want to navigate to the data page, I'm going to hit apply and OK. And now I have a little lightning bolt. And if I right click again, I can see that it's all set. And then I want to go to the data page, and I want to right click on the button, configure events, on click. And this is, it did take, I just need to change it back to the slash, which is the home page, and hit apply and OK. And then I'm going to save the project again. Saving is again what's going to update it in our gateway. So if I go back, and now I can hit refresh this, and it's not working. Again, this can always be kind of fun. The home page. Like, yeah, I'm just making mistakes. I wanted to go to the data page. And I'm going to hit Control S, and on the data page, I want to right click, configure events, on click. Yeah, sometimes this happens where it just seems like it is sending you in circles, and I don't know why, but I'm hoping we're good now. So now, yes, we can see, we can get to the data page. It's not going home for whatever reason, so let's double click that one more time. And save it one more time. And see. It is refusing to cooperate. So I'm going to delete it, and I'm just going to create it again. And hit save, and we'll see if this is working, and it sure isn't. Okay. That is a mysterious problem. I'm going to go ahead and end this video here with this mysterious problem. We're going to call it a cliffhanger. And this actually is not where I tended to end the navigation anyway. We're going to do something different with it. I really just want to demonstrate this button situation, but I don't know why it is being so difficult to go home. So we're going to revisit this in the next video and hopefully solve our enduring mystery.